craptacular. Rachel, greetings. Scott, yes, nice to Fed New Orleans shirt. Thank you, Jen. Yes, I like this shirt. It's a NOLA. It's got the NOLA symbol and the skull with the full heart and the broken heart in the other eye. Yeah, I think we're all feeling a little bit like that. Sharon, yo, Sharon. Thank you, Don. Joan, greetings to everybody. It's good to see you all. My fun meter. I'm starting the show with the fun meter at max today. I've had a giant bike ride with one of my New Orleans buddies. We rode our bikes. Well, I went all the way from my house down to Venice Beach to pick him up, and then we went all the way to Manhattan Beach, had some lunch, and rode back. I drank a Bloody Mary because I'm a naughty day drinker today. Rachel sent Jen a bunch of amazing presents and congratulations from her new job. Yes, you love Rachel. I love Rachel also. Hey, Betsy, or Pick, as now I know that Belinda and I know that you'd like to be called. Hello, Pick. So we've got our Thursday ahead of us. I can easily say I've done zero prep because I've been riding my bike down to Manhattan Beach and back. I only got here about 15 minutes ago before the show, and so I'm feeling a little bit winded. I'm very sweaty. I switched into this dry shirt from the wet one I had from the bike. It's very hot. It's very hard. Scott, yes, you're saying I talked about Jimmy Carter yesterday. Yes, it's nice sharing my birthday with him today. Oh, happy birthday to Scott Weston and Jimmy Carter. Yes, happy birthday. Phil, you're right. It is Friday Eve, Rich. As is our tradition, Rich to Chooch. Yes, Thursdays are the new Friday and Fridays are the old Friday. So we've got the new Friday and the old Friday back to back. Boom, boom. Which brings me to next week. Belinda and I are going on a little surf trip, and I'm pretty sure, we'll check with Lady Jerry when she gets here, but we're going to be heading down to San Onofre, so we're going to miss the show, I believe, on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll be here on Monday and Friday for sure. Thursday is a possible day. I'm pretty sure I'll be here Thursday as well, but Monday and Friday for sure next week. Tuesday and Wednesday, no show next week. Happy first Friday, David. Yes. It could be Friday again. Okay. Manhattan Beach is far from LA. Yeah, it's about 10 miles. It was about 10 miles. It was a 10-mile bike ride. Ouija, happy to see you made it. Bike ride may have affected my temperature. Let's check my temperature. 96.9 it says. That seems wrongly low. 97.1. This thing is all over the place. Scott just read that Kerman's mother-in-law lounge got the big slap down and is closed till further notice. Ooh, what do you mean slap down? You mean some kind of foreigners violation? I don't know how long that's going to last. Yes, Jen, it is Friday Eve, or First Friday, as we like to call it. Lady Jerry, welcome aboard.
Hello. So that you don't go up in flames.
Oh, I've got
an
a nice
inflammatory
turmeric drink.
Yeah, turmeric drink. Don't spill it on anything or everything will go yellow.
It's really stainy.
Yeah, it's a super stainy. Made by hand by Lady Jerry.
Hand-made
hand
drink.
Yeah. For a pre-Friday, cheers everybody.
Well, then last week we did celebrate our first Friday on Thursday. So this Thursday is the new Friday and Friday's the old Friday. So every week now we have 2 Fridays.
Yeah, great. Okay.
And also a bonus Thursday for some people. Don, good day, sir. Here in Austin, there's a large research campus called JJ Pickle Research. I do like a pickle. I have to say, dill pickle is one of my favorites. I do love a pickle. You're not crazy about pickles, which means I get all your pickles. You get all my pickles,
yeah. My grandmother used to do the gherkins, the the little ones, and we called them gherkins when I was a kid. I think, do you guys just put those in a drink or something?
The little tiny ones.
Do they just go in a drink? Are they just a cocktail accessory?
Yeah, the little tiny pickle, the novelty pickle.
I'd never, the great big ones. They're just cucumbers, aren't they? Pickled? Or are they something
Well,
different?
they're pickled. They're soaked in vinegar and then dill, and they're quite. I enjoy the flavor. But
Yeah,
some
you
people are
like
not
them, and
crazy
so
about
you
it.
get a lot of pickles. So it's
Couple
happy
birthdays
birthday.
today, Scott and Jimmy.
Yep.
I may have some sunburn on, although I did put on sunscreen. I might just be red from
He's probably red
riding,
from overheating.
and my helmet would have been down to here, so I can't.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
you can't.
anything you see above that is not sunburn,
Yeah.
because
But this guy he just has to sort of put his head, look out the window when he gets a suntan. I mean, it's really you
I brown up.
You brown up. Yeah, you're a nice.
And I'll go red and then be brown the next day often.
Thanks, Jen, and hello to the lovely you.
Jen's very excited because Rachel sent her a lovely gift box.
Oh, what was in it? Are we going to hear?
Full of a lot of things.
Right. We've got a gift right down there for when it's our anniversary, which is, now that it's October 1st, is only 11 days away. If we
Yes,
can make it till then, we've been married for 18
Shall we preview?
years. Oh, yeah, we
These
should
are the,
preview it.
these are
It's
the
beautiful.
sack of Rachel treats that we're saving for our anniversary. Well, because they're gifts for our anniversary.
Right. Jake does that so quickly that I'm sure all they got was a horrible rustling sound. You've got to...
Well, you might have heard a rustling sound. Well, you can
Yeah.
see. There's
Yeah, you
two.
should
There's
sort
a
of-
big rectangular box and then a cylindrical, bottly kind of a thing.
And then it says happy ever after on it or something.
On the paper it
yes,
says happily-
super romantic.
Well, and
Oh
we
my
are
God.
happily ever after. Who knows if it's forever? I mean, one of us is probably going to die first, but the other one will be sad, won't they?
Oh my God, unless we go out in a suicide pact where we go out together. That wouldn't be very good. We do have a kid. And last night, oh my God, she told us last night. I mean, we couldn't believe it. We should have made a friggin' video of it. That she had hit the jackpot with the parents. She thinks we're cool and
Yeah.
we're this and we're that. She went
Oh my
on and
God,
on.
when she said that, I feel like I've hit the jackpot with parents. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, would you
I'm
like
gonna
to
type
come
that
again
up and you can sign it.
Yeah, exactly. I know, we were really like, journals Jen got from Rachel, candles, really nice pens, a lovely card.
I have heard of the Pickles Family Circus pick, and but I can't remember what they do. Who knows? Anyway,
Yeah, you can pickle eggs. I love eggs, but no thanks to a pickled egg. I just can't even imagine putting an egg in a whole lot of vinegar. But okay, guys.
oh, they don't research pickles at the Pickle Research Center. They track Russian subs.
Trouble with the video. Sorry if you can't see us, guys.
I think they can see it, but we got a lot of things on the internet right now, so
Right.
we can't always watch our own show on this thing
Get
and
off
that
the
thing.
bed with mum and dad. Anyway, it was super nice because she sort of went on and on about all the things that were cool about us. And I think she likes that she has creative parents, and I did say, gosh, we really need to have a video of this for next, tomorrow when you're hating us, or in 10 minutes when you come out of your bedroom and you're like, you suck. Not that she's actually ever told us that we suck, but I think she has told me once that she was in a fit of pique that she hated me, but that's fine. Oh, and speaking of creativity, I want to do a little plug. So on the YouTube today, my YouTube channel, Belinda Weymouth, Environmental Information.
WAYMOUTH.
Thank you, darling. Is my interview with Mark Ruffalo, the whole thing. So there are short little, it's on social media, but don't look at it social media. Please go and look at it on YouTube. And if you haven't already subscribed, I know that tons of you have. Subscribe. And Jen, if you want to, do another, blast out to your 5,000 closest friends and tell them all to subscribe. I've got a meeting next week.
So hurtful. Jen's got a bigger mailing list than I do. I've got to start watching your show.
Yeah. So next week I've got a meeting with a really big producer, like a Golden Globe winning, Academy Award nominated producer who's interested in my show. So the more people who subscribe and watch and like me and right?
Yes.
The better.
Exactly.
So yeah, you could do a fart. I'm fine. Do the fart. Yeah. If farting is if it's a positive endorsement on YouTube, if you do it via fart, that's fine. Just probably don't write fart.
Gone completely over the top with the fart machine.
I know you couldn't. You could not stop. So if you could all, I'm kind of a big deal. Yes, you are, Jen. So I'll do a blast. Thank you. Anyone who can do a blast to anyone who gives an SHIT about the environment, the planet, wants to do some good, it would really help me out because, of course, they want you to have followers and all that nonsense when you have a
Brad
meeting.
says he's working late on a conference call and he's watching the show. Awesome. Very, very good.
You're a good multitasker.
So Darren's going to subscribe to your YouTube. That's good. How about
Yeah. Thank you.
a wisdom of our fathers?
Oh, the one who makes me cry?
Yeah.
Oh. Shall I read it? Never blub? I'm not going to blub this time. I'm so not going to blub. No crying. Oh no, Jake wants to read it. I can tell he's not handing over the book.
This one's a bit long because it's here and then.
Oh, don't read all of it.
Oh, that's too long.
No,
Yeah, that's
get a
too
short
long.
one. Get a nice little succinct. What a great dad he was.
Okay, the date.
Yeah, Fanula
When I was-
actually. Oh, I was going to give you time to get ready. That's what I was doing.
Yes, an actor prepares. When I.
Well, the intake of breath. I had an acting teacher. I told you guys once, and this was how we started. Everything was. I mean, I wanted to say to her, Jen, we don't always, or maybe it was Jennifer. We don't always go. The intake of breath, but that was her number one thing. It's like that we, and you don't always suck in your breath when you're about to, tell me something.
Well, I like to fill up. Myself with gas before I go hot air balloon.
Right. You like to do it subtly, which
All
is
right.
Anyway, okay, over to you and then back to me.
The date. When I was 4, my father took me on my first official date. My mother, who was busy taking care of my baby brother, told me that Daddy had a special surprise for me. So on a warm summer evening, for no particular reason other than Daddy taking his girl out, I got all dressed up in my prettiest pink dress and shiny black patent leather shoes. First, we went to Nielsen's ice cream parlor in Port Chester, New York, for banana split. I can still hear the clinking of my metal spoons reaching the bottom of the glass, and that contained the most delicious banana split in town. Then he took me for a long ride in his black and white 57 Chevy with red interior to see the cows on King Street. He parked the car on the side of the road so I could get a good look at the big brown-eyed cows. I was so excited and so proud to be his date, and he made me feel so special to be his little girl. To this day, I am still proud to be his little girl, even if I'm not so little anymore. My dad was the strongest and handsomest man I've ever known, and he will have that title in my heart forever. That wasn't a weeper, but it was pretty sweet.
Strongest and handsomest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, no daddy issues, and hopefully she found a nice husband who she loved and admired and found as...
Well, she was 4 when she wrote that.
I know,
Or
and
when
it
that
is...
happened. She
yes.
was 4 and she still hasn't forgotten it. So that
Yeah.
goes to show you, Fanula, I doubt that she's remembering anything that happened when she was 4, but she and I have had we've had some good times. I mean, come on. How am I supposed to stand up to ice cream and cow watching? Really? Seriously. I took her to Europe and New Zealand and drove around Iceland camping in a minivan, but no cows and no ice cream. Ugh, I failed. No, I think I have taken her out for some good ice cream. I've seen Fanula. Oh, do you remember her eating ice cream when we were in Italy? Oh, God, she just loved
Oh, she had
the
gelato every single day.
Oh, my
yeah.
God, it was so good.
So we went to Italy. Fanula was 3, and I'd never been before, and I was so excited to go. And oh my God, I loved it. When we were in Rome, getting on the plane to come back to America, I cried. I was like, oh, I just want to stay. It's so fantastic. But it was really an amazing age because she slept every day. We would go, to museums and see art and do all kinds of stuff, and she would just be asleep in her stroller, and then she'd wake up and she'd get some gelato and do the stuff she liked, chase and pigeons around a plaza. It was very sweet.
Yeah. People are saying they enjoy the story, so I do want to make sure, because I did just read it right out of this book, I do want to make sure that people know that these are coming out of Tim Russert's book, Wisdom of Our Fathers, which I had made a note to get in one of those notebooks that I have from years ago, and I just came across it during Varinus, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna buy that book, and Tim has passed away now. But this book is full of sweet stories, and that's one of the rare ones that, while it touches your heart, doesn't make you cry. Didn't make me cry, at least
Oh
not
yeah,
this time.
I had a bit of a ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to go back in the comments because Jen had said she'd love to see me interview Major Pro Planet Rainn Wilson. So I did go and check him out on YouTube after you said that the other day on the show, Jen. And yes, that's a really good idea. I should interview him because.
Oh, I'd love to meet Rainn Wilson.
He's pretty funny.
I've enjoyed him since 6 Feet Under. Right? He was on that years ago, and then of course The Office.
Yeah, he was really good in that. There's a really when he goes to Iceland to interview. Hello.
Hello.
I can always tell when he's a little bit like kind of. Oh.
No, I've got something. I wanted to say hello because we don't get many hellos from the Philippines, so I wanted to say hello to.
Oh.
I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, so I apologize ahead of time. Noche or Noche. I'm not sure, but I apologize for mispronouncing your name. But hello to you in the Philippines, and if you'd like to put in a phonetic
spelling of your name,
I'd be
then,
happy to give you a shout out that actually sounds like you. But I'm gonna like your hello with my finger. All right, go ahead.
Well, I forgot what I was going
Rainn
to say
Wilson.
now. Rainn Wilson. I liked the episode when he's going to Iceland to interview the guy about the glaciers, and he is in the loo of the airplane, filming himself. He must have a really good camera because he did not. It wasn't too terrible airplane noisy, and he definitely was not flushing. But anyway, yes, let me get on there and see if I can make that happen because that would be a fun interview. He'd be great.
Favorite gelato flavor, anyone? Stracciatella, yes. What's the one that we like so much?
I really love.
It's like that, right? But what?
No, stracciatella is the vanilla with the chocolate, bits.
Oh, no,
all
not
through
that
it.
one. No, it's
and the one we really like is the one with the hazelnuts in it, the chocolate hazelnutty one. So it's a bit like eating Nutella in an ice cream flavor. What's it called? Oh my God, we have it all the time. I can't remember. Jen, I was not calling you out for saying it before. I was calling you out for thanking you for for bringing it to my attention because I did not know that Rainn Wilson was doing that show.
Oh.
So
Scott's saying Sacramento still has bars where working stiffs start the night with a couple of pickled Red Hots and a pickled egg and a Boilermaker. Wow, yeah, Sacramento. It's not all bad up there.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rich. It's hazelnut, but what's the name of it? I can't. Yeah, I can sort of see it, but I can't say it. So I'm not going to bastardize.
I can see it, but I can't say it.
Well, I can.
So I was
sort of
talking
see
about
it
next week, our surf
Oh,
vacation.
yes.
So we're gonna miss. We're not gonna be here for the show. There's no show next week on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and
correct?
Wednesday. Yes,
Right.
we are going to be down in Orange County. We're going to be
We haven't
celebrating.
picked out our accommodation yet, have we?
No, I've got the 19 best hotels in Laguna because I have to
Well, that's
do
great.
some research on. We this is our it's a night away for our anniversary. So as well
Yes,
as
of course.
going to Trestles and doing some surfing. So
Is that how you pronounce it? Surfing?
well, I did just then. I don't always do
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just sometimes. It's okay. Jake is going back through it's hazelnut with chocolate though. That's what I like. I like it with the chocolate because Rich Tatuch was calling just hazelnut, but I like it. Yeah, it's something like that. Giandua.
Giandua.
Yeah.
Dua.
Yeah, it's something. I thought the spelling was slightly different, but if that's what both David and Rachel are telling me.
What's that Italian custardy kind of dessert thing that they have?
Oh my God! Remember when we went to that restaurant down on Main Street that we
Yes,
can't go to anymore?
But there's an ice cream flavor of that.
Yeah, and that's
really
called. Well, there's Zabayon, but it's not Zabayon. It's the other one. It's the panna cotta. So there's a restaurant down on Main Street near where we live, and it's kind of run by a-holes.
I think we've told this story before.
But oh my God, the first time we went there, Jake he had tears. I mean, talk about a hormone imbalance. You had tears in your eyes, or
the food was so good
that he
just,
had a little
it was
weep.
Just
He had a little weep,
a
ladies and gentlemen.
subtle, powerful mouthful of food that I had that just made me so happy. Like how psychics sometimes in movies they portray a psychic person touching an object and then having an experience of someone who had that object before them. That when I tasted that food, I could just taste all the care and preparation that went in. It was just so.
Yeah, it was a portobello mushroom thing, and yeah, you got tears in your eyes. Flavia, I'm so sorry that you're having laggy video. We're back on the Mevo. I mean, and weren't we on the Mevo yesterday,
Yeah,
or was
I
it
think
the iPhone?
That could be our internet, or it could be your internet, but I don't think it is the camera.
Yeah, it'll be the connection, not the camera.
Yeah. Do you possess any of the qualities of your astrological sign?
Well,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
Bingo.
would you like to
Ringo.
guess what astrological sign Jake and I and the kid all share with the
Well,
same one? I think we've already said it on the show. But
With only a few exceptions, most of the people watching were here for all of our birthdays, so it's
I
not
know.
too difficult for them to get
Right.
the answer to that.
yes.
Um,
Okay. Anyway, yes, I do. I have a lot of the Leo lioness qualities, I have to say, and some of
Let's
them.
ask Mr. Predicto a quick question. Mr.
Proud of.
Predicto,
I'm
is
pretty-
Belinda a leader of men?
people, not men, Predicto.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Yes. So, some of the Leo qualities that I have, I really like, and then some are a little bit embarrassing, you know, because Leos can be, I mean, we can be really fun and fun to be around, but we can also be assholes.
Tell me about it.
Fucking nailed it, Jesus. Yeah. Hello, asshole.
Yeah, that's how jokes work, Lady Jerry.
Don't tell me how jokes work.
Would you rather visit a big city or the countryside?
Oh, the countryside, of course. Depending on what big city, but I need the country right now. I've been in lots of big cities. I mean, I do like them. There are some big cities that I have not been to that I'd like to go see, or some cities I've been. Yeah, I haven't been to the big Chinese cities yet.
I've highlighted. We just have a little time left in today's show, so I've highlighted some of these newspaper clippings from previous letters from Grandma. Perhaps the greatest ability is knowing how to conceal one's ability. You get people to underestimate you.
Yeah.
It's very powerful. Once you get people
Yeah.
underestimating you,
Then you can really
then you're in business.
yeah, make some shit happen. Yeah.
All
Take
the-
some people by surprise. Okay, just getting up in the. It's really, this wheelchair needs some modifications that are not what the modifications are that it has.
Stephanie McHugh just liked your video on YouTube.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie. That's fantastic, and hopefully you subscribed, because I'd like you as a subscriber, Stephanie. I like you as a liker and a subscriber, and thank you.
Yes, I think Stephanie is. I have a friend named that. So she's put her little label in there. I think that's my friend. Yes, that's my friend Stephanie McHugh. So hello, Stephanie. Good to see you here in the comments of our silly Facebook show.
Silly.
Yes, silly.
Oh,
It's a
that's very
full-on link, Stephanie.
Yeah.
You're really on this.
Yeah.
All the great sentiments of the world weigh less than a single action. Talk is cheap.
Yeah. I'm glad that you really enunciated and spelled it out, because I never would have got it otherwise. I
That's
know
good.
talk is
It
cheap.
was for
Actions
comedic
speak
effect.
louder than words. Lord Jerry.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I mean,
Thank
me
you.
bringing out you a cup of, anti-inflammatory turmeric drink says I love you more than what?
Darren says everybody's leaving early to watch your video.
Well, thank you, because like I've said, and I mean, I hate to sort of sound like a beggar, but I'm, a little bit. I mean, it's really, people want to know that you have subscribers and people who give an SHIT about your content. And that was one of the things, I just have to say this, because it was really sweet yesterday when Fanula, she sort of went through the list of, what made her parents cool. And, one of them
Which
is
is,
that,
it's such bad form to ask for that list.
but we didn't. Well, we did it.
I know.
But one of the things that she thinks is really great is that I'm on YouTube, and it's so funny because I'm always like, well, is it embarrassing that I am? I mean, then she wanted a list in return. She wanted a list of all the drugs we'd ever done, which Jake said he was not going to do until it was daylight.
I wasn't going to tell her.
Yeah, and I told him mine, but then I said it had to be strictly entre nous, because we don't need one of the other mothers texting me. Don't worry, I'm not going to disclose any of the naughty shit I did. That is...
It's an extensive list of naughty things.
Yeah.
Middle age is when you've learned the answers, but nobody's asking the questions anymore. And it is kind of interesting. I was thinking about this the other day with stand-up, as I'm looking at younger stand-ups talking about things in their lives that are similar to things that I talked about in my life when I was their age, but no one wants to watch my old special to see those bits. They want to see people their own age talk about those things, and I get it. I'm trying not to be bitter about the fact that I knew all this stuff before they did.
But it is a bit, I mean, it's slightly aggravating because, I mean, you've got so many, and I'm just going to toot Jake's horn for him because he never will. Even though he's a Leo, he's absolutely useless at tooting his own horn. He's got way too much humility.
Hang on, though.
Humility, very bad for a Leo and a comedian. Just
hang on, though. Part of this point is, as much as frustrating it is as for me to be this age and looking at comedians who are 10, 20, 30 years younger than me talking about things that I have already talked about when that was going on in my life. Also, there are comedians who are 10, 20, 30 years older than me, maybe not so many 30 years older than me alive right now, but they probably were thinking the same thing when they were listening to me. Like, look, I already know this stuff, whippersnapper.
Yeah, what a generous guy you are. What a generous guy.
That's only one of my many qualities.
I know, and it's a Leo quality to be generous. Did you know that?
Well, quite right.
I wonder if Uma and Keys's dog, who's a Leo, is a generous dog. Fine, they'll let us know. Well, I just spell out some of the... am I spelling out S-bombs, or did Jake spell it out? Maybe I did. I quite like spelling it out, S-H-I-T. Bomb. No, I just spell S-H-I-T. I don't say bomb.
Rich says the list of drugs he didn't do is much shorter.
Well, let's not get competitive, Rich.
Good one, Rich.
Yeah.
The worst poverty is not living in a small house. It's living in a small world.
Oh.
A tiny world.
Yeah.
The tiniest, the smallest of all the small.
The most narrow-minded.
The most tiny world. Stand back, stand by. Okay. Yeah.
Jerry.
Did you see what I did?
I did see what you did. Oh, pardon me. So you mixed the turmeric drink with some soda, so that's why I had a little windy pop.
This is a political cartoon. It's a pollster.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's a pollster at the front door of someone's house. He says, "Who do you like in the '84 election?" And then the guy at the front door says, "What difference do we like? The minute we elect the poor guy is the minute we start disliking him, huh?"
Wow, cutting edge stuff.
Yeah.
Cutting edge stuff.
Hard-hitting political commentary from the Des Moines Register, circa 1984. Bunch of whippersnappers, Don, you're right.
I knew you were going to say that, Uma, that your dog is generous with his farts. I'd thought it, but did I say it, or was I just psychotic? I wasn't
psychic abilities are amazing.
Yeah, but I did think I know what they're going to say. He's generous with his farts, as is the man I'm married to. His fart machine. He's very generous with liberal doses of that.
I have to say, I'm not the only farter around here, Lady Jerry.
Yeah, but I've hardly been doing any farts recently.
No, I know.
I don't know. Yeah, just sort of like, that's it. I mean, and not that many burps. I mean, usually I'm a way more prodigious burper than I've been. Aww.
Ouija says, one of the things I learned in my dojos is that I can actually hire someone to yell at the kids to get off my lawn. That's nice. Well, that's Alaska for you. So Ouija's offered to help set up a show in Alaska. We could come up and visit.
Because I heard a woman...
That would be fun.
Today talking about doing her comedy shows and on Zoom, and then they played a bit of them, and it was exactly the thing that you'd said, sort of weird, kind of sporadic laughing. Anyway, that's something I want to talk to you about after the show. Sorry guys, that's a bit of a tangent that I should I really should not have even brought it up, because not pertinent to right now, not funny.
Yes, Laura, as you're saying, I disliked him before he was elected as well.
Well, it's amazing
I
how
just
many
wasn't a fan of the show. I can
people
say that.
dislike him after his, performance on Tuesday night. I mean, God.
First Friday is known for its hard-hitting political commentary.
Well, we're supposed to, not go too hard on the
Yes, I'm
politics
trying
and
not
the
to go too hard,
negativity.
because
and, yeah.
I mean, there are people. I don't want to start a battle with anyone who's a fan of the guy. And of course, if that's who you're going to vote for, I'm not going to argue with you. But I hope that enough people
we
vote
hope that
for
you
the other
don't,
guy. I hope enough
because
people vote for the other guy.
Yeah, what would happen if we had 4 more years of this nonsense, guys? Come on, we've got to get the planet and America back on track.
Well, so I've got 2 Seize the Days today. The first one is
2.
from Unknown, and it's pretty simple. And it's the expert was once the beginner. The expert was once the beginner.
Succinct, to the point.
Do you understand it?
Yes, I do.
Would you like to explain it a bit?
I don't think that one needs explaining.
Well,
the person is, but it's, okay, anything that you do, you don't come out, get blasted out of the womb being an expert in anything. You have to learn it. So,
Well, right.
and we
And
can all
so-
do that. And once you've put in your 10,000 hours, you can absolutely be the experty expert. Expertiest expert.
Yes, I mean, I would put it another slightly different way in the sense that
A better way?
yes.
So,
Who's the Leo?
True, Leo. What a jerk. I just feel like it's self-explanatory, as everybody has to start somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's true, but also I would apply it to people who are intimidated to try to become something, to try and become a nuclear physicist or a successful comedian, or in some of the people who are watching the show are trying to get started with a little bit of a writing career. And sometimes you can be intimidated because you read some other person's terrific writing and you think, well, I can never do that. And the fact is that person who you're intimidated by their skill was once a beginner, just like you.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Yeah, and the thing also, everybody, there's a thing called beginner's luck, but everything really is about experience, the longer that you've done it. I mean, and writing is a thing that really, yes, you've got to do a lot of writing. I mean, I think the 10,000 hour rule, and I'm not saying that everybody has to do the 10,000 hours, but it is interesting how the things that you do at the beginning of a new career path or a hobby or whatever, you look back on them, or things that you write or you've made creatively, and 10 years later you might look back on them and sort of go, oh my God. When I
Well,
first
of
started
course,
out as a photographer, some of the photos I took in the beginning.
But of course
that I
that's
thought
true.
were
The
beautiful.
things that you're proud of today are not the things you're going to be proud of a year from now. If you're making progress, you're always going to be better, and you're always going to be not embarrassed, but you're going to feel like the work that you're doing now is better than then. I mean, I was very happy with my first appearance on the David Letterman show and some of the early jokes that I had in my act, but I feel like I've progressed and I'm different than that, and I've gotten better.
Yeah, can I just say one thing to that? I know you've got another season today, because there are often directors who I love their really early, sort of auteur weird stuff, and then when they get super Hollywood, I mean, there've been a couple of New Zealand directors who make absolutely beautiful movies in New Zealand, and then they come here, and I'm kind of like, well, it's just like looks like a Hollywood movie. I mean, it's still got your imprint on it a bit, but I liked the rawer, more artistic, sort of really, kind of creative. I suppose it's in a way that's more, true to the thing that brought you up. Taika Waititi, I think, is great, but if you watch his New Zealand stuff, it's really incredible.
Well, I think sometimes people get a bit high on their own supply, or so powerful that they don't have the same collaborative interaction with their collaborators. Once you become super successful, you stop having to listen to the studio's notes or your editor's notes. You just do it your way. Anyway, some great suggestions for the debate, having them both sit in electric chairs. That's a good one.
My God.
Everyone should watch the epic drum battle between Dave Grohl and the little girl Nandi Bushell. I will watch that, Uma, after the show. Thank you very much. Yes, Don, it's 10,000 hours of
Experience.
Concentrated practice, of deliberative practice, and sometimes you can get there in less than that. So our final seeds today is from Buddha, the Buddha.
Oh, the one and only Buddha.
And this one kind of relates to the first, the expert was once the beginner.
Mm-hmm.
Buddha says, no one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. So,
Yep, I'm about walking my path.
get out there, get out there and do your thing. You've still got another Friday left this week. That's the good news. It's like a Christmas Carol. Oh, we've done it. Like Ghost have got it all done in one night. So we've got another Friday left. So we'll see you tomorrow for final Friday of this week. A little happy half hour.
And Rich, sorry, I don't know if the Power Rangers was filmed in New Zealand.
I don't either.
No. We could find out. We could
That's
find
it.
out for you,
That's
okay,
it.
for Friday.
Well,
for
should I just
Friday
ask,
for real.
let me just ask Mr.
Oh,
Predictor.
yeah, fuck, of course. Go to the expert,
Were
the source.
Power Rangers filmed in New Zealand?
Highly doubtful.
Mr. Predicto doesn't think so, but I would check with Google just to be sure. All
yeah,
right.
yeah, Mr. Google, check with him. He might
Yeah.
know a little bit more than
Don't give
Mr.
up.
Predicto.
There'll be plenty of time to give up later. Hang in there. Check out Belinda Weymouth on YouTube, her interview with Mark Ruffalo, and we'll see you all tomorrow on Final Friday, October Dose.
Thank you, Darren, and glad you got your